We're talking millions of views, thousands of comments, and a conspiracy theory so wild that even Nancy Grace had to weigh in on it. Erika Kirk and JonBenet Ramsey, the 6-year-old beauty queen who was back in 1996, might actually be the same person, according to internet detectives. And here's where it gets even crazier. Netflix just dropped a bombshell documentary about the JonBenet Ramsey case in November 2024. And it's bringing up all kinds of new evidence and theories that have people questioning everything they thought they knew about that Christmas night in 1996. The timing of this documentary and the renewed interest in Erika Kirk, it's got people connecting dots that seem impossible to ignore.
We've been ruling people out for the wrong reasons. Everybody should be back on the table. You have to go deeper.
Now, before you click off thinking this is just another crazy internet theory, you need to hear the evidence people are presenting. We're talking about facial similarities that are actually kind of creepy, matching ages that line up almost perfectly, pageant backgrounds for both of them, and connections to some seriously powerful people that'll make your jaw drop. Plus, with over 100 new tips flooding into Boulder police after that Netflix documentary dropped, this case is hotter than it's been in decades.
It's been nearly 3 decades since the unsolved murder of 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey, a case that captivated the nation. And even though her parents always denied any involvement in her death, it took 12 years for prosecutors to exonerate JonBenet's mother and her father.
And now a new Netflix documentary is shining a spotlight on the case once again. As sources tell ABC News, progress is being made in the investigation.
But wait, there's more. People aren't just comparing faces and ages. They're digging into who was standing next to JonBenet in old photos. And let me tell you, when Ghislaine Maxwell's name pops up in this story, things get real dark real fast. And then there's the whole connection between the law firm the Ramseys used and the same firm Ghislaine used years later. On December 26, 1996, the day after Christmas, her parents woke up to find a ransom note demanding money for her safe return. But hours later, her dad, John, found her body in their own basement. She'd been hit on the head, strangled with a cord, and the killer was never caught.
Got JonBenet. She's gone. They've got her. I said, what do you mean they've got her? She's been kidnapped.
Boulder police officer Fred Patterson was one of the first detectives on the scene.
It was a very rapid response once I knew what we were going to.
I met him at the front door and told him what was happening, and he said, "What, do you think she just ran away?" And I said, "She's 6 years old. Heavens no."
There were no signs of a struggle in the house. There was no signs of forced entry. There were no footprints outside the house.
I mean, I was thinking, close the roads, roadblocks, close the airport. What are we doing here? And you assume the police know what they're doing.
Sergeant Robert Whitson arrived and quickly read the ransom note.
Speaking to anyone about your situation will result in your daughter being beheaded.
For almost 30 years, this case has haunted America. The Boulder police messed up the crime scene so badly that evidence got contaminated. The media turned it into a circus, accusing the parents of killing their own daughter. But in 2008, DNA evidence cleared the whole Ramsey family, pointing to an unknown male intruder instead.
New technology helped exonerate the Ramsey family. Touch DNA analysis found the DNA of an unidentified male on JonBenet's long johns. It matched DNA that was found earlier on her clothing.
So here's where Erika Kirk comes into this whole mess. After Charlie Kirk was assassinated at Utah Valley University in September 2025, Erika stepped into the spotlight in a major way. She became the CEO of Turning Point USA, gave powerful speeches, and suddenly, millions of people were looking at her face for the first time. And that's when TikTok users started noticing something weird.
Charlie loves speaking off the cuff. He's very good at that, without a script. So I personally didn't know what he was going to say.
People started posting side-by-side comparisons of Erika and JonBenet. They pointed out the same dimple on the right cheek when they smile, the same eye shape and color, the same facial structure. And here's the kicker. If JonBenet had lived, she'd be 35 years old right now. Erika Kirk, she's 36. They were born around the same time. Now let's get into the actual theory that's got millions of people scratching their heads. The conspiracy goes like this.